Do you think aligning with Rachel so early hurt your game, or do you think the crying for Ashley that led to your first nomination might have made you vulnerable for the block?
So, from what I heard in the house, the very first thing I heard was aligning with Rachel was the reason that I was being uh, wanted, or they wanted to put me on the block. Like Vinny wanted to put me on the block. That was the initial reason before the shower gate, before Ashley was, the shower thing happened at all. It was talked about because of my closeness and friendship with Rachel because they couldn't get her out because she was safe that week. So that was what I was being told in the house, why I was being put up initially. And then Showergate happened. So both of those things combined possibly is part of the reason I think that I was, you know, thought about to be put up on the block the first week.
Do you think you should have been in the game? Toward the end, it seemed like you gave up, and some fans feel that may have even hurt Rachel's game. What's your take on that?
Oh gosh, I would pray I never hurt her game. I think with me out though, I mean, I can't hurt her game at this point at all. But I had a dream. I mean, this sounds crazy and stupid, but like I get premonitions and I have dreams about things. And so I had been saying prayers that week. If I'm supposed to leave, I'm supposed to leave. If I'm supposed to stay, I'm going to stay. Like it's going to be what it is. If I'm supposed to be here, I will be here. And I'm going to fight to be here. The way I'm going to win is with the blockbuster, though, because that's in my own hands. I can actually play the blockbuster and win. I just had to win it and save my game. But 2 nights before, or 2 days before, 2 days before the eviction, I woke up from a dream and I was sitting with Julie in my eviction interview. So I knew, and this sounds crazy to people, but I knew I was going home on Thursday. I knew it. And from what I was being told in the house already, like up against Will, no point. Like, don't even, there's nothing to say. Don't campaign. He's already safe 100%. Against Adrian, it was like 50-50, but really, like, it sounded like Adrian was having the votes and he was staying. And so, like, in that combination with the dream that I had, I knew I was going home. Just like with my dreams with Rachel Riley, I knew Rachel was going to be on the season somehow. I thought she was going to be a host, but days before I went in the house uh, and played the game, I had a dream that Rachel Riley was going to be in the house somehow, but I thought she was going to host it. So I get these premonitions and these things that come and they happen and they're true. And that's where I was mentally. I was like, dang, so against Will, it's done. Adrian, it's like a 50-50, but my dream confirmed I was going home on Thursday, which sucks. And because I was like still going to try in the blockbuster. I was going to do the best I could for sure. And I tried. I just wish I threw all of them. Looking back at it now, I wish I threw all of the pieces quicker together at one time. Maybe I would have been able to beat Adrian if I had. Um, but yeah, I mean, I just kind of felt some sort of like understanding and peace with it, I guess, in that moment, which sounds crazy and stupid. Like you're in Big Brother, play as hard as you can till the end. And maybe I should have, but I knew that that was the reality of the situation. Adrian was going to win the blockbuster. Although I mean, I tried to win the blockbuster. That was how I was going to save my game, is by saving myself. And I didn't do that.
Did
I
you
know it
tell
sounds crazy.
Did you tell Rachel not to vote for you?
No, actually, I didn't tell her not to vote for me. My understanding was she was still going to vote for me. She didn't tell me she wasn't going to vote for me. So when I saw the 13-0 vote, I was kind of shocked, but I didn't care. In the end, it really doesn't matter if I had a vote or two. Save yourself. I'm already out of the house. Protect yourself, protect your game. And if you need to do that, like just vote me out. I don't care. I don't need the vote.
Rachel is playing a very different game this season. It's more social instead of competition focused. As a fan of the show, how does it feel to be part of her new game, and how do you think Rachel's change in strategy will affect her legacy?
Yeah, Rachel did say she's playing different this time too because the group is different. She said they didn't play this hard before. Seasons past were never like this, she had told me. So I think she's adapting and adjusting to how they're playing now, which is very hard. And it's all social. Like a lot of it's social. Of course you have to win comps, but yeah, it's a social game for her. And I think she's doing a good she's in a good place for where she came in because right away when she came in the house, Jimmy sat us down and he's like, okay, we all know what we need to do. Rachel needs to go. And everyone's just like agreeing. And like, I'm like, oh shoot, like I'm friends with her. Like, I don't want her to go, you know? And so I was just saying, yeah, at the moment, like, yeah, okay, agreeing with everybody else. But I was like, heck no, there's no way I'm voting Rachel out and going against her ever. Like she was my ride or die in that game the whole time. Like, so I was never gonna do that. But oh my gosh, sorry, ADHD. What was the question? Did I answer it?
Yeah, no, I think that was great. Um,
Okay.
it seemed like when you were nominated, you spent a lot of time talking to your allies. Why didn't you spread out and campaign to more people? Was that a strategy?
So I was told up against Will, there's no chance. Like Will, if it's you and Will in the end, Will is staying 100%. So that's why there was no campaigning with Will. With Adrian, it was about 50-50. People weren't sure what they were going to do. They were leaning towards Adrian, and then they would lean towards me, lean towards Adrian. I looked at it like, I don't know. I can talk about my dream that I had. Like this is I felt peace. So 2 days before this, I had a dream. I've been saying little prayers. If I'm supposed to stay, I'm gonna stay. If I'm supposed to go home, I'm gonna go home. I accept either way. Wherever I'm supposed to be, I'm gonna be. And so I had a dream 2 nights before when I woke up, I was sitting there talking to Julie and I was evicted. And so I knew I was going to be evicted on Thursday. I knew it. And so I was like, well, the only chance is by playing the blockbuster. I have to keep and save my own game. I didn't know how hard Rachel went to bat for me and was campaigning for me to stay in the house either until I came home. Bless her heart. I love her to death. I love her even more for doing that. And I would have done the same if roles were reversed. She was just never in that position. But yeah, I mean, she was a good friend to me, true friend. I love her to death, and I appreciate her going and campaigning for me. But I didn't know all that at the time. It's kind of crazy. Hindsight is 2020, and when you have all the pieces, like I didn't have pieces that a lot of people had. I didn't know. I had no idea.
When did you find out you were going to be the accomplice?
2 days before I went in the house, I found out I was going to be the accomplice, and so that added an extra layer of like stress going into the game and into the house, like, oh my gosh, I got to pull this off. Also, in addition to like a huge day and meeting all these people, you know, that you're going to be living with and recorded 24/7, like 2 days before.
The downfall of your game seemed to start when you were defending Ashley's lengthy shower to Vince. Do you regret having Ashley's back?
Absolutely not. I don't think that was the downfall of my game. Maybe that's what they showed or something. That was like a clip or something. But the downfall to my game was me telling Vinny about what I felt about Jimmy, his friend. That was terrible. But I'm honest to a fault. I like say things that I shouldn't say. I put my foot in my mouth all the time. It's just what I do. I don't know why. But I shouldn't have done that. But I felt familiar with Vinny. He kind of resembles my brother. And so I felt some like comfortable with him. And so I talked to him about putting Jimmy up because Jimmy is a liar. Multiple other people also said to put Jimmy up, but I was the one on the block. So it was a stupid move for me. And then it also showed my hand that I don't trust Jimmy, which I don't because he is a liar. But bad game move. That is why ultimately he put me up block two or week two on the block as a renom. And the powers that were in play just hurt me also. Keanu and Kelly coming off, it really hurt my game. So and normally I'm a lucky person. Like good things usually always happen to me. And so the fact that both of the powers came to both the people that like everyone wanted out more and Jimmy wanted out more than me was crazy. So I don't know. I'm like, dang, these powers suck for me. And then Casey winning the thing for Keanu, like all of it. It was just like, dang, no. But I mean, ultimately, that's why I was evicted from the house. The shower gate was not it. But I will say week one, when I was put on the block before live feeds, those first from Tuesday to Sunday before live feeds were ever even shown, I was told initially the reason I was being considered to be put on the block is because of my closeness and connection with Rachel, not Ashley. Showergate happened after. So many people were telling me first that it was the closeness with Rachel. Then the Showergate happened. So it was like a combination of things for why I went up on the block the first week. But that's not even why I went out of the house.
On eviction night, you told Julie you felt like you never really got to play the game because you met Rachel. Do you think that without her in the house, you might have actually gone home sooner, like even week one? And if she hadn't been part of the picture, what kind of game would you have played and how? Can you give us a few specific moves or strategies you had in mind?
So the only thing with that, and maybe the words were not the right words that I said in that moment. I feel like in an alternate universe, let's say, where I went on this season and there was no previous house guests coming into the game, it was just everyone brand new. I think I wouldn't have been initially put as a target for any connection to anybody because nobody knows anybody, right? So it's like I would have had an opportunity as a fresh player with no connections at all. And I built that friendship with Rachel, like literally instantly, we were like besties right away. So it's like the fact that she was in there, I loved it. I'm playing with an icon, a legend. Like I love her. And I love her even more now after knowing her personally. And, we are friends. I wouldn't have even changed that at all. I would have never gone behind her back, betrayed her. I was loyal to her the whole time. I always would have been. There were moments where she would talk to Jimmy alone, talk to Keanu alone, and talk to Morgan like a lot. There were times where that came out. So BB paranoia started coming out for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, am I not her number one anymore? And then she would not tell me certain things that like she would find out, or I would find out in other conversations with her. And then I was like, why didn't you tell me? So I was kind of like, oh no, like BB paranoia kicked in. And I was thinking maybe I'm not her number one like I thought, especially her getting really close with Jimmy. And so there were moments in the game, it's recorded 24 hours a day, 17 days. I was in there, like where I was like not sure if she really was, I was her number one. So it kind of worried me a little bit, like she's my number one. Like I love her. I love Ashley, like both of them. I just love them both. But it's like that's what happens in the game, and that's how the game gets played. Um, I don't know if I answered the question. Sorry. What was that
Well, I think
question?
that's great. Yeah. And then I
I
think,
ran
can you
off.
give us few specific moves or strategies you had in mind? But I think you touched on that for sure.
Okay.